love someone, you better show them. Cause tomorrow, I promise you just don't know where you going. My time is moving slow and you just gotta know it. I love you from the bottom of my heart, I'm trying to show it. If you love someone, you better show them. Cause tomorrow, not promising, you just don't know where you going. My time is moving slow and you just gotta know it. I love you from the bottom of my heart, I'm trying to show it. I'm trying to show it.
What's good, DNZ family, and welcome back to another video. I know a lot of you all clicked this video because of the title below, but before we go any further with that, make sure you all go ahead and, you know, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and get this video a thumbs up if this is also your first time here. I know a lot of y'all like the whole story that we was talking about with the incident with her ex and how I got jumped. And that was a story time, so me and Desiree decided to give you all another story time and, you know, let y'all in on the behind the scenes aspect. Now, this is another situation where me and Desiree were having trouble in our relationship and we did not think we were going to make it. So, you want me to start? You want to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how this story came.
Alright, so basically, when I first met Desiree, I was at a point in time in my life, I was praying for a woman like her. I didn't know it was going to be exactly her, but I was just praying. Like, you know what? I took advantage of women. I've manipulated women. I've cheated. I've done all types of stuff. And when I say took advantage, I mean as in played. A regular player. Regular F-boy, what y'all would call it. So I'm like, you know what? This time, this is not getting me nowhere. Let me try to just, you know, do God's work and be a gentleman and try to start my journey when it comes to women and try to find my wife. So Desiree, we meet, we talk, you know, when you go on dates, it's the honeymoon stage. Me and Desiree is like, hey baby, you know, how you doing? We always want to spend time with each other, all that good stuff when you get to meeting a person. Going on 2 years now, and y'all don't mind Jade because she's in her own little zone. Zoe's back here. We just wanted to make this video for you all. So to continue this story, y'all, it's gonna get real deep. So like I said, it's a honeymoon stage that we're going through. We're excited, but a lot of things changed for us really quick that we did not expect. If you don't know, Desiree wound up moving in with me probably 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks in, unexpectedly. Yeah. Not on purpose, but that's just the way it worked out. So remember I told y'all in the beginning that I was a player. I told her, you know, I just was like, you know what, I'd rather tell you what I've done and be totally honest and you accept me than to hide it and you see something or somebody hit you up and it's just, you know, a whole bunch of nonsense. So as we're going on and stuff like that, I'm very gentleman-like, opening doors, taking her out to eat, paying for her nails, everything under the sun, correct? Yeah. But you know, women, and I understand that because before...
Don't say, okay, no,
hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Before anything, I also want to say Desiree was like the youngest girl I've ever dated at that time because I was just, I always lived like the fast life. I was dating girls that was 27, 30, like just, at that time I was moving fast and I thought that was the way to go. So when I met her, I already came into the situation like, man, this is a little girl, like I've been doing this, I've been had my own apartments, and she might have been a little bit slower in her process, but this where started the whole disagreements and why we did not, you know.
Wait, first off, okay, keep going.
But and just so you know, I'm summing this up so you don't think I'm like missing anything. I'm giving them the key points because we'll be here for an hour and a half. So as we keep going, I'm just being a gentleman. I'm doing things, but as you all know, women tend to like, you know that guys are doing things just to get them in the beginning. So you gotta kind of be consistent even after that honeymoon stage, if you get what I'm saying. So as we about 2 months in, maybe 2-3 months in, I made like a promise to myself, like I'm gonna be the man, I'm gonna do manly things, I'm gonna be the leader for my family, however it may go. So I always open the door for Desiree, always pump the gas, things that you're supposed to do, and I've always drove, right? So when I say drive, I'm talking about drive her to the gas station, drive her. When the last time you drove? Just so you can have an example.
Y'all, I have not drove in so long. Sometimes I be scared like I'm gonna forget how to drive.
Yeah. I
be wanting to go places by myself, but he won't let me go places by myself.
No, but that's gonna sound.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Please
He's just
fix
more
that.
like, you know, he just want to be there with me at all times. I'm a female.
You're a female, and there's a lot of crazy things that go in this world. So I know women need their space. It's not trying to bombard her. I'm not trying to be like, oh no, I don't trust you. Insecurities. It's not none of that. Just the world that we live in today. She's small. She's almost like, she's not even like barely 5 feet. She's like this big. So it's like, I know what this world can do to us individuals. And I'm not living in fear or anything like that, but that's just a piece of it. So as we go on and stuff like that, before me, she did not experience that.
Yeah,
let's make that
him,
clear.
I was like more of like independent by myself. I always did everything by myself, paid for everything by myself. Like, I don't know, like I didn't need nobody for nothing. I needed myself, really. So like when he came along in the picture, it was more like, yeah, okay, I prayed to God that I did want somebody to be like respectful, open the doors for me and everything like that. I love stuff like that, but it was like, you know, it happened so fast. Like I didn't expect it to happen so fast, like for somebody to come like him so fast. So it was like when it was here, it kind of like caught me off guard, and he's like, sit down, where you going? I try to open the door, like, what you doing?
Like,
I'm
relax.
opening the door like, relax, sit down. And it's like, you know, I'm not used to that. I'm used to like taking over, like, okay, I gotta get out, I gotta go, I gotta do this, I open my own doors, blah, blah, blah. So it was like a totally different thing.
And I was trying to change for myself because at this time, we do have, you okay? At this time, we got Zoe, so it's like I have a child, I have a daughter at that, two daughters now, but it's like you got to start grooming yourself to be able to be an example. Not only to the kids, but to her, but into this world, and for myself. How do I want to be represented? How do I want to be looked at as? So as we go in and stuff like that, like I said, she's not used to it, and I'm not used to doing it, being honest, you know, with other women, because I never took them serious and I never looked at them as that way. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to try, I'm doing this, I'm just grinding. And guess what, y'all? Our first argument was more so like, it would be like, let me open the door for you, I got it. But not in that. Hold on,
So
it wasn't like that.
Open the door, but it would be like so hot outside. Like, okay, you know how you're in the car. I'm on the passenger seat. It's passenger side. He cuts off the air. It's summertime, like burning hot. He gets out the car. You know, Isaiah, y'all don't know, but Isaiah,
you
when he
still
got the
supposed
car,
to wait.
He like feels himself like, okay, I'm going to get my woman out this passenger side.
But you
then it takes forever. So I get hot and I'm just like, okay, I gotta get out. I'm getting out.
But you are supposed to wait. No matter what, I don't give a damn how, unless it's raining, pouring down rain, I'm like, all right, just get in the car. That door, you were not supposed to touch that door. So when y'all see stuff on TikTok and y'all see me, oh, baby, 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 or queens don't open doors, I really mean that. I really mean that. And I try to resemble that to you all, because a lot of women don't have the opportunity, or a lot of girls like Zoe's age and other people are not able to see this is how a woman or a young lady is supposed to be treated. So, you know, I'm not saying she didn't get that from her parents and family, but from a man, a young man standpoint, we got to reiterate that. And so that's all I was doing. And sometimes I could be a little bit like, you know, not aggressive with it, but it was like, what you think you're doing? Like, sit up, like, put your feet up, relax. You don't have to do nothing. And at the end of the day, it's not trying to make you, you know, not self-sufficient for yourself, but sometimes you do so much for yourself that you don't even know what it's like to sit down. And that go for you all, a lot of women.
Because I was doing literally everything, like.
So
he told me not to cook, clean up, nothing.
Cook, listen, when we first met, listen, so it's like basically, I'm not telling her to stop her life, but sometimes I feel like as a man, you got to show your woman that you here. You got to make her feel secure. So when it comes to breakfast, what I was doing, we might not have a lot of money. It might have been the same breakfast all the time. But you had grits, you had toast, lunch, you had bacon, whatever you wanted at that time. You know, she said, I got a problem with cooking beans and rice all the time. At that time, that's all we could work with. But I was making it the best I could, and I was making her plate. So it's not what you got, it's what you work with and your perspective on life. So at first, I don't think that's what and the point that I want to get to on this is more so, it's going to take time to understand your spouse, because that's why we was bumping heads, and it wasn't even a bad bumping heads, but it's sometimes you have to understand the person and know like what you've experienced in the past is not your future. Yeah. Although a guy might not have opened a door, you might have been physically abused in this, that don't mean every guy's trying to do that. And so I wasn't trying to control, but that was our first breakup, y'all. That was like a situation where it was like, she was like, oh, you're controlling, you're this and this and this and that. No, you just don't know how to sit your ass down. That's how I was talking. And it wasn't being rude or controlling, just relax, put your feet up. A lot of times women are the ones doing everything for men, but men only do things when they want to get the butt or have sex and this and that. Excuse my language, y'all, but it's I don't try to do things for a motive, but it was like, oh, I don't know if I could be with you, oh, this ain't gonna work, this and this and that. And I'm like, goodness. So this how the argument went. I'm like, oh, so really this was gonna happen? A guy gonna treat you right, but there's somebody else taking advantage. Oh, you gonna do me like that when I'm just trying to love you? I was crying.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was more so like I just said, it happened so fast. Yes, I prayed for it. I prayed for everything, every quality that you have, but it came so fast, like a blink of an eye. I didn't expect it to come that fast.
I understand
so
that.
when it's there, it's more like a shock, like, okay, is he here for a motive? Like, why is he doing this? Like, is he for real trying to open my door?
Because of what? What's the root of that?
What do you mean?
Because you're not used to it,
Right,
baby. That's all.
right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
all.
definitely not used to it. So ladies, if you're looking for a guy, no.
Hold on, you can't.
First off,
hold on. First of all,
don't even look for guys.
Listen, yeah, let's put that
Ladies,
out there.
let's
Don't look
stop
for
looking
them.
for a
And
guy.
one, you can't speak for guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and say
Okay,
it.
go ahead,
Listen, when
go
it comes to men and women and kids, young ladies, girls my age, whatever. I mean, girls Zoe's age, what age you may be watching this. This is no edits, by the way. I want to let you know, if a guy's not opening the door for you, if he's not making sure your meals, are taken care of, if he's not cooking, he might not know how to cook, but it has to be some attributes that he meets to make you feel secure
Like
in
a
certain ways.
princess, like a queen,
And
you
don't
know?
feel like a princess. Y'all are princesses. Y'all are queens, and don't treat yourself less than. And men, don't be afraid to say I don't know. So this wasn't really another negative video. We broke up. Relationships are gonna have ups and downs. Relationships are gonna be like, I don't know if this gonna work, but at the end of the day, you all gotta know, if y'all are friends before anything, I don't care what happens. If we broke up right now, we still friends, and our YouTube channel is still rolling.
Yeah.
We might have to change up a little bit. We might not be kissing and smacking booties and all that other stuff, but she's still my friend, and we still gonna go ahead and handle our job and do what we need to do. So it's how you look at it. It's perspective, y'all. We broke up, and I was really upset because it was like, sometimes in life when you trying to push and
He was upset, guys, like to the point where he was like crying.
Because I was like, I'm trying so hard. What do you want from me? You get what I'm saying? It's like, you ever felt like, it's just like a woman that's being manipulated and cheated on by a man, and you just want to show that man, like, I'm not here to hurt you. Why are you doing me this bad? Why are you being rejective to me? Why are you treating me like this when I'm trying to be there for you? And a lot of times it just comes from the last situation. But at the end of the day, a lot of people say, oh yeah, don't let the past ruin your future. Everybody's hurt.
Yeah,
everybody's hurt, but we all have to understand.
I would say ruin it, but it'll like kind of put like, I don't know, it'll make an argument because you're not used to it, basically.
But the key to a relationship is communication, man. And I think if you communicate and put your pride aside on both sides, we'll really get far. And I think,
and honesty.
Yeah,
honesty in a relationship is like #1.
Yeah, and we need to have more conversations like this, because I feel like a lot of people,
relationships, as we grow, y'all grow, and y'all grow with us. And if y'all just not starting a relationship, y'all in the honeymoon stage, just get ready, because the honeymoon stage not gonna last for long. All I would say, just keep those qualities that you guys are doing in the beginning of the relationship throughout the whole relationship, so you guys can still
and don't
feel that
ever
spark.
Get complacent.
Yes, and be spontaneous. Like, do different stuff. Like, take her outside, sit her in the grass, and put a blanket down and say, babe, let's have a picnic.
And suck on them toes.
Exactly. Take, like, come on, like, oh, you okay?
That's what I get for trying to be smart, but y'all.
But no, for real, like, be spontaneous. Like, to keep a spark in a relationship, you have to be spontaneous. Like, do something that you've never done before. Like, and that will really make them like, oh my god.
And don't do it with a motive.
I love him all over again.
Yeah, don't do it to receive something. Just do it. And we here to show y'all that nothing is perfect. We broke up, but at the end of the day, we still here. And those little moments are gonna make y'all stronger.
Arguments are normal, but I would say, what do you call it? I can't think of it. But yeah, arguments are normal. Hitting each other is not normal.
Yeah,
please
none of that
don't fight.
Stuff. Yes.
Just try to talk it out.
Yes.
I wouldn't even call it arguments. Call it a debate.
Yeah, a debate, and not even a debate, because it doesn't have to be debateful. It's more so just expressing your feelings and getting your point across. Nobody has to be right. Nobody has to be wrong. Nobody has to feel like they got the last word.
Just come to
Learn to speak. Yes, speak. Don't speak to respond. Speak to hear, evaluate, take it in, and figure out how you can maybe help this person and make this situation a little bit better and easier for them. If you work for the other person and look and think of the other person, everything's always going to be easy when it comes to you. So I love y'all, man. This was just a another little bit of inspiration, and we got more videos, more bangers. We got some great content coming very soon. Y'all also asking for an intro, and just know that y'all can do it. Zoe's back there and Jay's back there. We about to go finish the rest of our evening, And we love y'all. And like we always say, man, if you want more videos like this, more story times, just hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you like. Let us know your opinion on this. And just know that you can do it. And you got to believe in yourself before anybody else believe in you. And like we always say, you don't have to leave our channel, but you got to get out of this one. Peace.